What if he doesn't answer?
Okay, so today is Wednesday, the 19th of September. This is a diversity class doing a phone call with Janks Morton, film director of a film called What Black Men Think. Okay.
What, 10 minutes late on this thing.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. How are you doing?
Good.
Wow, sounds like a lot of you guys. Thanks for having me this morning, and I apologize for the delay.
Thank you.
Okay, why don't you start by telling us just a little bit about yourself and some background for the film, and then they've got prepared questions, and we'll just kind of go around the room and let them ask away. And we've got an hour or so, if that's okay with you. We'll just keep them coming at you.
That's great, guys. I'm Janks Morton. I'm the director of the movie What Black Men Think. Has the classroom had a chance to screen the movie yet, Bob?
Yes, we've seen it twice, in fact.
Twice? Tons of questions. So I'm just a guy. I came from the healthcare field. I always tag myself with the media. I'm not really a filmmaker. It's just that there is a juncture happening in Black history right now where some necessary questions needed to be asked. And if you've seen the film, you'll start to understand why I had to do it. But so I worked in the music industry for a number of years where I learned to cut music videos. And from there, I just, reached out and branched out into this one project that has just taken a life into itself. I'm doing a conference call with Boulder this morning. Man, this is exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the quick two-sentence line on me. If you guys got questions, let's jump right into it.
Okay, the class itself is about 25 people. The course is called Understanding Diversity in the United States. So we're looking at all kinds of diversity, and we just started with ethnic diversity, and I saw your film. You're on Book TV, so I got the film, and we started there. So they have all kinds of questions. And here's the first student. Tell them who you are and go for it.
Okay, hi, I'm Tamora. And my question is, what is your plan, aside from the movie, to get Black people in America to get your message and take action to it?
Well, good morning to you, Tamora, and thank you for a great question. And actually, the media has missed this question, so that's what makes it a little bit better. Why you will never see this movie in a large theatrical release or at your local movie theater. If you saw the first part where I make the reference to Harriet Tubman, the Underground Railroad network was established by an interconnectivity between a number of sites working its way towards the north. What that means is that I'm going to go around this country, city by city, person by person, and trying to establish that same type of network, as opposed to using the larger media or the larger organizations to try to drive a message. This is more analogous to a grassroots movement. So, like I said, I'm talking to Boulder today. I'll be on the phone with Tallahassee, Florida this afternoon. It's just one person buying one person throughout this country, and then begin to connect everyone. I think the message will be moved with much more leverage than having, say a NAACP or an urban league try to mandate or dictate something. So, does that answer your question? Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. My name's Nathan, and in your film you talked about that you said that abortion is the #1 killer of Black men.
Yep.
I was just wondering
why. No, not Black men. Black people.
Black people, sorry. Why do you think abortion is a way for controlling the Black population and not a personal choice?
Again, that's that false dilemma. I never applied either one. I use speakers to say that it is a way to control Black population, and that, excuse me, that I am pro-choice. I'm also pro-life. Moreover, if you want to understand where my mind is, I'm anti-government. That if they make that thing illegal, it would be a nightmare for the Black community because of some of our issues as it relates to poverty and poor representation in the criminal justice system. They'll figure out a way to put Black men in jail if they make it illegal. So I'm anti-government. What I'm saying up front is that before you saw my movie, and I asked you that question, was the answer even in your mind?
No.
What about the class? Was it in there? Did anybody have that answer before I laid it out there?
No.
So when you say it's a woman's choice, I say you don't have all of the information. And in order to make an informed, an accurate, or good judgment choice, you have got to have better information. Know that this is what it looks like, and that's why I steer clear of the pro-choice and pro-life argument, because that's not what I'm trying to do today. What I'm saying that is the culminating statement of you really, really don't know what's going on about black men or black people. You don't have accurate and detailed information about us. So I'm not dancing with you on this. I just want to be real clear on that one specific point that, you know, the CDC tracks it. They track it as a mortality. Call it whatever you want. That is the #1 killer according to your government.
Okay.
Got it?
Yeah, thanks.
Cool. More high schools. I like this. This is fun. It's less intimidating by the media. Not unless somebody's in there taking notes for the school newspaper, but this is great. So my message moving forward is that if your mother ever told you one thing that you needed to hear, she said something along the lines, don't believe everything you see, and no, believe half of what you see, and don't listen to nothing of what you hear. Decide for yourself. Make sure that before you, and this is about stereotypes, this is about anything moving forward in your life, that you do analytical and logical research to back anything you believe. So, like, I know this is going to sting a little bit right now, but you know, there's still in the country things like Bush is a liar, or the war is a fraud, or we bombed the World Trade Center, all of that stuff. Go do the homework for yourself. Find out the truth about what's going on, and don't let people just constantly serve up to you what is their version of the truth. Because understand, even as though I have a pretty popular movie right now, I'm still giving you a version of my truth. Don't believe what I say either. So do it for yourself, and you'll be a lot better served as it relates to negotiating and navigating the complexities of this world.
So I got one more question. Are you a big supporter of Barack Obama?
That's a tough question. Who asked that question? What's your name, young man? But here's the deal. What I cheer for, as it relates to things from diversity, that Obama has an opportunity to break through a barrier that hasn't been broken. Hillary Clinton has an opportunity to break through a barrier that hasn't been broken, which I think should be broken. Where I diverge, and this is, I'm a libertarian, and I diverge from a message that I'm hearing from both of those candidates, a message of, you know, the larger society and government postulating and proposing solutions for the black community as it relates to some of our challenges. Messages of, you know, health care for all is utopian. It sounds really, really good. And in a very rich society, there probably is a way to do it. But using the government to facilitate that, especially as it relates to the black community. If you ever get a chance, just go to the Motor Vehicle Association on the black side of town.